Hey guys, I'm a software engineer with a computer science background, and in this video I'm going to explain how you can use your programming classes to become a software engineer. Let's take a look. The idea is using your schoolwork to get software engineering internships, and the internships will lead to a full-time job as a software engineer in your last year in college or right after you graduate. But you might be thinking, how do I get a software engineering internship? So let's take a look. My first recommendation is uploading everything to GitHub, or your Programming 1 homeworks, Programming 2, data structures and algorithms. Upload everything programming related to GitHub. Version control is something that software engineers use daily. And having an active GitHub account communicates that you are familiar with version control already, and that's going to be a plus when you start applying to internships. As you can see, this is how my GitHub account looked like when I was applying to internships back, in 2019. Learning the basics of Git and GitHub, it's something that you can do in a couple of hours. In fact, there is a video in the description on how you can upload a project to GitHub under 10 minutes. So take a look. The next suggestion is picking 3 or 4 of your most advanced projects. And I want you to pin them on your GitHub account. So like this. As you can see, pin, here they are. And to pin a project, you just need to click customize your pins, and here you can select what you want to pin. I think there is a max of 6. Yeah, there is a max of 6. But if you have less than 6, you can pin 3 or 4, right? Whatever you have. Next, I want you to add them to your resume and LinkedIn profile. I'm assuming that as a student, you don't have a lot of relevant experience that you can highlight, but adding a projects section is going to boost your resume when applying to internships. And this is how a projects section looks like on LinkedIn. So you can basically list the name of the project, the date, it's optional, I don't think you need it, and then, basically the details about the project. Know that this is something that I added back in 2019, so this is probably, I haven't looked at these things since then, so I probably need to do some cleanup and fix some grammar errors. Similarly, you can add the projects section to your resume, project name, small description of the project, what technologies I use, and then a link to the GitHub repo. Next, I want you to create an online portfolio and showcase them there. On your portfolio, the format can be very similar. So here I'm just adding the project name, a description, listing out some main features and the technologies that I used. And finally, a link to the GitHub account. So this is sort of like an advanced project, but for you, I guess, you might only have like applications without a graphical user interface, and that's okay. You are just, adding whatever you have now and, basically working with what you have. Later on, you can improve, but for now, let's just take whatever you have and let's try to do what we can with it. Next, I want you to talk to your career advisor and career development department. Let them know that you want to get an internship in software development, and at least they might help you update your resume, help you create an account on the university job board, and they might also register your school email so that you can start getting opportunities in your inbox, which is amazing. Next, I want you to pay attention in your data structures and algorithms class. This is probably the most important class that you're going to take when it comes to getting a software engineering internship or an entry-level job. And the main reason is that companies ask data structures and algorithms questions in technical interviews. You can start learning about data structures and algorithms on your own if you haven't taken this class yet. So this resource is from Google, it's free. You also have YouTube. Just type in data structures and algorithms. Look, this class is from MIT, and it's free. You also have free code camp, learn algorithms and data structures using JavaScript, and you'll be getting a certification for free as well. I know that there are more resources out there that you can use to start learning data structures and algorithms for free or for very cheap, so take advantage. Finally, my best advice is that you start building personal projects in your area of interest. If you like web development, start creating very simple web applications just using HTML, then add some CSS, then add some JavaScript. Just like start simple, and as you learn, you start creating more complex projects. If it is mobile development, the same concepts apply. To use myself as an example, you can see that I started with a to-do app, then a landing page just using HTML. I uploaded all the code from my programming classes, as you can see, and this was back on 2019. So another just HTML. This is because I knew that I wanted to do web development, so I started early, with very simple stuff. And I was able to complete 3 software engineering internships and secure a full-time position as a software engineer before I graduated. Therefore, I highly encourage you to not rely only on your degree to get a job. I hope that this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.